Mind Sparks Hub Presence: 10 Psychological Factors That Make You Less Attractive. Today, we delve into the intricate realm of psychology to explore factors that, unfortunately, may impact one's perceived attractiveness. Join us as we navigate through these psychological nuances, offering introspective reflections and a guide to fostering a positive self-image. Number 1. Low self-esteem. Our journey commences with the foundational factor of low self-esteem. Picture the subtle ways in which low self-esteem can manifest in body language, communication, and overall demeanor. A lack of confidence can cast a shadow on one's attractiveness, influencing how others perceive and respond to them. Visualize the emotional weight that accompanies low self-esteem. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and self-affirmation needed to nurture self-esteem, fostering a sense of inner confidence that radiates outward. Number 2. Excessive negativity. Our second exploration delves into the impact of excessive negativity. Imagine a personality overshadowed by persistent pessimism and cynicism. Constantly dwelling on the negative aspects of life can create an uninviting aura, repelling others and diminishing one's overall appeal. Imagine the emotional toll that accompanies excessive negativity. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and positive mindset needed to nurture an optimistic outlook, fostering a sense of emotional resilience and attractiveness. Number 3. Lack of empathy. The third waypoint explores the consequences of a lack of empathy. Imagine interactions devoid of understanding and compassion. Inability to connect emotionally with others can make one appear distant and unapproachable, affecting the perceived attractiveness of their character. Imagine the emotional disconnect that accompanies a lack of empathy. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and empathetic nature needed to nurture empathy, fostering a sense of emotional connection and attractiveness. Number 4. Insecurity and neediness. Our journey continues with the destabilizing effects of insecurity and neediness. Picture a dynamic where constant reassurance and validation are sought. Insecurity and neediness can create a suffocating atmosphere, impacting how others perceive and engage with an individual. Visualize the emotional turbulence that accompanies insecurity and neediness. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and self-reliance needed to nurture confidence, fostering a sense of emotional independence and attractiveness. Number 5. Unresolved trauma. Fifth on our exploration is the lingering impact of unresolved trauma. Imagine a person carrying the weight of past experiences that haunt their present interactions. Unresolved trauma can manifest in unpredictable ways, affecting one's demeanor and overall attractiveness. Imagine the emotional scars that accompany unresolved trauma. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and healing efforts needed to address trauma, fostering a sense of emotional resilience and attractiveness. Number 6. Inability to communicate effectively. Our sixth juncture delves into the significance of effective communication. Imagine conversations marred by a lack of clarity, active listening, or emotional intelligence. Inability to communicate effectively can hinder connection and impact the perceived attractiveness of one's interpersonal skills. Visualize the emotional disconnection that accompanies ineffective communication. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and communication skills needed to nurture effective communication, fostering a sense of emotional connection and attractiveness. Number 7. Poor anger management. Seventh on our journey is the destructive nature of poor anger management. Imagine a scenario where anger is expressed explosively and impulsively. Poor anger management can create an environment of tension and discomfort, negatively influencing the perceived attractiveness of an individual. Imagine the emotional turmoil that accompanies poor anger management. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and anger management skills needed to nurture emotional regulation, fostering a sense of emotional balance and attractiveness. Number 8. Inability to admit faults. Our 8th point reflects on the consequences of an inability to admit faults. Picture interactions where accountability is evaded. The inability to acknowledge one's mistakes can create a perception of arrogance, affecting how others perceive and connect with an individual. Visualize the emotional distance that accompanies an inability to admit faults. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and accountability needed to nurture self-awareness, fostering a sense of humility and attractiveness. Number 9. Self-centered behavior. The 9th juncture explores the repercussions of self-centered behavior. Imagine interactions dominated by a focus on one's own needs and desires. Self-centered behavior can create an unbalanced dynamic, diminishing the perceived attractiveness of an individual's character. Imagine the emotional disconnect that accompanies self-centered behavior. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and consideration for others needed to nurture empathy, fostering a sense of emotional connection and attractiveness. Number 10. Rigidity and inflexibility. Our final point reflects on the rigidity and inflexibility that may affect attractiveness. Picture a person resistant to change or compromise. Rigidity and inflexibility can create a sense of stagnation, impacting how others perceive and engage with an individual. Visualize the emotional resistance that accompanies rigidity and inflexibility. Honest answers to this question unveil the emotional authenticity and adaptability needed to nurture flexibility, fostering a sense of emotional growth and attractiveness. As we conclude this introspective journey, may these insights serve as mirrors for self-reflection. If you found value in today's exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until our next journey, may your path be illuminated with self-awareness, growth, and an abundance of positive energy. Stay connected, stay self-aware.